There they are, the new tanks for the aquaponic system I'm hoping to get up and running. Cutting them up, getting them level, the relationship of the fish tanks to the sump tank and the grow beds, etc. These are the pickups for the first fish tank. In the first fish tank I had two pickups, one that went to the bottom and one that went halfway down. I eventually changed that. First fish tank, getting the output manifold level, leveling the tank, getting the outputs in. Another angle, same deal, leveling it up, getting it right in relation to the grow beds, making sure the water would flow. These are the grow beds, that's the first grow bed. The input to the grow bed in the top at the centre there, that's the bell siphon at the bottom in the middle. Stones have been rinsed. There's one of the bell siphons working in full flow. Had a bit of a nightmare with the bell siphons, they didn't want to work for me to start with. That's the other grow bed. Bell siphon bottom left corner. Input up the top left there. Getting the dirt, dust, etc. off the stones. Cycling it, running it through a couple of bits of an old cotton singlet, capturing it. There's the overflow that I developed and the output manifold. Tank's been painted, levelled. A couple of seedlings I planted into a pot plant of tomatoes. One of those seedlings I pull out and place it into the grow bed, which there it is there in the front. So it's gone into that grow bed. That's a capsicum over on the right and a cucumber down the bottom right. Another view of the grow beds, fish tank. There's the fish tank on the left, sump tank in the middle, grow beds on the right, potential grow bed at the background there, that later becomes a yabby tank. This is what I hope will be a temperature stabiliser for winter. It's black poly pipe around the bottom three rungs of the tank. That's the second tank, access hole. It's been cut, high pressure cleaned, up there drying. That's the pickup from the second tank. Goes down, there's only one in the second tank, goes down and across the bottom. Second tank installed next to the first. It's plumbed in there, getting ready for installation. The heating system's on that one as well. Some roofs have been made. Levelling up the outlets so it marries up with the outlet from the first tank. The insulation, only job I didn't like in the whole deal is that fiberglass insulation, those bats. Don't like them, they get itchy, etc. Second tank, first tank, joined, covered with shade cloth, all ready to go. Looking back across from the first tank to the yabby tank, sump tank, grow beds. That's that tomato that you saw me put in a couple of clips ago. It's about 6 weeks growth. The leaves are phenomenally big. Plenty of fruit on it too. It's just another view. Fish tanks in the background, grow beds foreground, yabby tank over on the right there, covered with shade cloth. Another angle, yabby tank at the back with the shade cloth over it. Fish tanks over on the left, grow beds in the foreground. An aerator that I thought of, which is 90mm pipe with the feeds from the bell siphons running into it. It's got a number of small holes drilled around the bottom of it. That's a feed trap. Just keeps the feed when I feed the fish in one place, so I know where I'm up to, how much they're eating. Another angle of the tomato and the grow beds. It's about where I'm up to at this stage.